What is up, everybody? Episode 19 of Season 4, Better's Delight. We're here. Matt is donning all of the Rebels gear because we're recording just prior to game time. I mean, go ahead, explain yourself.
Got my hard hat. It's OSHA approved. That's it.
Well, thank God it's OSHA approved because I don't know what else we would do without it. Fellas, I will say we had some of the worst picks bovadasportsbook.com has ever seen. I mean, I think almost every single one of us was negative double digits last week. It was not a Merry Christmas. Well, 50% of the podcast was. Mark, you were one of the few with me who were not double digit minus last week.
Yeah, not bad. I had a terrible NFL week. But then saw that someone else had a way worse NFL week, which was nice. So, I mean, somehow I'm catching up to some of the leaders here with these bad weeks. So I'm going to continue to keep climbing.
No one had a worse NFL week than Mike.
I don't know. Did you see Zay Jones this week in comparison to last week? Matt lost a lot of bets on Zay Jones this week, but not last week, though.
I certainly did. There's a lot of bets on Zay Jones, but
I'm still in first place. I'm still in first place. Let's be honest here. This was a tough week. Still in first because Greg's horrible as well.
No bets on Zay Jones. I understand. I understand completely. I had a terrible week. You had a terrible week. Everybody had bad weeks, and it's one of those things. We were all focused on the holidays, but now that is behind us. We are moving on. There's been a lot of pre-show conversation around a certain matchup that's coming up this weekend.
Big matchup. Mike's probably going to win.
I am going to win. That's a given.
Go
Easy
Mike.
Dubs. Easy dubs. I don't know what's going on over there. Me and Matt are playing fantasy championship.
Yep.
I'm the only one who's never won it. Show all the names.
Don't show the names.
Don't show the names.
Yeah, don't show the names. But anyways,
There they are.
I've never
Mike,
won.
Mac, Greg, Mark, Matt, huh? No Mike on there. But I think Mike will do it this time. He's got a really good squad. I'm only 59% chance of winning, so his squad's really good. Even without Derrick Henry, he has a great roster. So I'm a little bit. I'm worried. I'm worried.
I have a really good
Derrick
roster.
Henry not playing? Is that a thing?
Yeah, he's doubtful for tomorrow.
Eckler might not be playing though.
There's a chance Eckler's not playing.
Literally practice limited with, and they just put him as a knee injury on the thing. He's going to play.
You don't know that. They don't really need to play the game. They're in the
They're in the
champ.
playoff spot.
They're in the playoffs. They don't need to play.
Well, what seeding are they? I think they'd want to probably get a better seeding spot.
Nah, not always.
Well, I wonder where they're at. They probably want to avoid Kansas City as much.
Well, they're in the same division.
Chris, can you Google the AFC playoff picture?
Seeding
In the same division does not matter at all for the NFL.
In the playoffs.
Well, the Kansas City Chiefs, aren't they I guess the Bills are the number one seed right now in the West.
As of right now.
Chiefs are 2.
A lot of Dawson Knox on Monday.
Gotcha.
7 mile per hour winds. Mike's worried. Did you get a haircut today, Mike?
I'm not worried. I got it yesterday.
Looks terrible.
Yeah,
it looks like
you say that every time.
Looks like you have half your head shaved. What Bundesliga team do you play for? What Italian Serie A team are you on by chance?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
Yeah, I don't think you can make that team. You're on flamenco. With that haircut.
Brazil Serie B.
Is that Brazil?
Liga MX with that haircut.
It's not. I mean, first of all, the fact that you're wearing the same jersey back to back. Now I know YouTube.com/the underdog. The video didn't go up last week. We did a show. You can find the audio on iTunes, Spotify, etc. It was out there, but yeah, I don't know. Something happened with the video, and we lost it. But Mike wearing the same jersey back-to-back weeks, proving the room might be the dirtiest room alive.
0% chance it was washed.
Yeah, it wasn't washed. But the only place I wore it was literally right here last Wednesday. The exact
means it's dirty.
I don't.
You wore it in that room?
Yeah, I swept up my room today. It's clean.
Oh, gross. So I just took the Christmas tree out. Needles everywhere. Yeah, I don't have time. I got stuff going on this weekend. I'm busy. So it's just have you been watering your tree, Mike? I bet you're not watering your tree.
I literally just watered it when I was sweeping earlier.
We need to take it out.
Wait till after New Year's, then you take it out.
I'm golfing tomorrow. I'm golfing the next day. I got a wedding Saturday. I got a lot of stuff going on. All right. I don't have time.
That's
what?
plenty of time. You just
Time for what? To water?
hours of the next 72.
To take
Like
the
what?
tree down. It's a lot of effort. When you got a 9-foot tree in your house, yeah, I'm doing well. But
God,
it was just a joke. We're telling you, 9-foot trees are expensive, and I always forget until I go to buy the tree, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, like this is expensive. And then every year I go, well, it's only one time, it's only one time a year. Like I always argue with myself about that, but it's always crazy.
It's never not expensive in terms of buying a tree. Always you end up spending way more than you ever expect. Plus tip.
Yeah, you got to tip the guy who puts it on your car. Even if he does a bad job and you lose the tree, he still gets the tip.
Can I? Speaking of tips around the holiday season, what is your opinion on the trash man tips envelopes that come?
Well, here's the issue. Well, first of all, I don't get an
What do you
envelope.
mean envelopes that come? They give you envelopes like church?
Dude, yeah.
Like
so
church tips?
I thought this was just like a given thing all over the place. I guess it's just around here. But yeah, there's like an envelope that's left in your mailbox that's like, hey, happy holidays. If you want to tip us, here's an envelope to do it. Thank you.
So I would tip. If there's an envelope, I would tip. If an envelope is given, I would tip.
It's a little weird, right? To be like, hey, like, thanks. Like, I know you pay for everything.
It's not as weird as when you go into a brewery, you grab a 4-pack out of the fridge, you walk up, you pay the $10 for it, and they're like, would you like to leave a tip? And I'm like, you did nothing. Like, you just did, like, I did the whole thing. They want you to tip. Like, I will tip my urologist, though. That is a job I cannot do. It's an office reference.
I would absolutely put it in the envelope. And the issue is that most of those guys, because of the way that trash is now collected, it's the bin and the truck just picks it up and dumps it in.
Yeah, tell us about trash, Greg.
Huh?
Tell us about trash.
Well,
You're the trash guy.
Like, I am the trash guy apparently. But those guys used to get tips from like every house when they were walking around next to the truck, dumping it in themselves. You think they probably got tipped all the time. Now, your people are less inclined to tip because it's one guy in the truck raises the lever and dumps it in.
Do you think that's more common?
I think it's more common than you think.
I don't have that.
Trash
I don't have that either. Yeah.
You have a robotic trash truck?
Where do you live?
There's a guy that drives by in the truck.
You live in the future.
He scoops up the thing. I guess
2037.
His next door neighbor is George Jetson.
I
And
guess
the Martian.
It is technically different because I live in the suburbs. Mike lives in the city. Matt, you live in like a community, and then Mark lives in like
a
busier street. Like that's just kind of the way it is.
I thought you were going to say something bad.
Mark lives in the trash. Is that what you were going to say, Greg?
I was not. That is where that belt should have went, though.
Rubbish.
I kept it, though. I kept it because Mark deserved it. So it is what it is.
I held on to it for whoever deserves it this time. So we'll see.
Neither of the guys in the title game.
What do you mean? Why wouldn't I do that? I scored the most points out of everyone in the league.
Well, I don't buy that.
Yeah, after he made those trades, he didn't score below 116 the rest of the year. Wonder why.
I do feel bad for guys that come in first place and then lose in the semifinals and just are out of the money completely. That's got to be a rough season. You're finally having something good happen. You're finally on the up and up. You got the number 1 seed. You got the bye, and then you get nothing for it. That's tough.
When you're literally the worst team in the league for 3 years in a row, and then you lose, you get first place and lose in the only playoff game you play. That is rough.
That guy's over under at Bovada was 2.5 wins this year. So
That's true.
I'll give it to him.
What's the over under
over by a lot?
Wings?
2 per person.
I think we're getting at least like 40 cannolis this time.
There's
going to be a surplus. Ooh, I love me a rally cannoli. There's going to be a surplus of food this time around after last time.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm
not only a surplus of food, but also the fact that Matt's the basement where we'll be doing the draft again will be nice and redone. There'll be posters on the wall.
Yeah, we'll have some posters hung up. There's gonna be a bathroom down there. There's gonna be a little wet bar. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Hopefully, I don't have the biggest meeting for my professional career ever the next day, so I can actually drink this time. So
yeah, that really held you back.
Can I ask, are the floors going to be carpeted? Can they please be carpeted?
That's a good point.
Floors will not be carpeted, but I will have.
I'm going to zoom in. I'll zoom in.
Well, here's the thing. Maybe we'll be able to. Oh no, there's no camera on the TV.
I'll zoom in.
Well, I mean, the bigger issue would be let's do it on a weekend where the guy who's out of town can actually come into town and do
it.
Well, he should share some blame for the issue, but never mind.
So.
Here's what we should do. When I send a text 3 months in advance saying, "Hey guys, let's pick a date," and then no one picks a date until August 1st, and then it's like, "All right, we're all meeting on a Monday at my house." Like, everyone's busy. People got stuff to do on Saturdays. We're all adults. We got peoples.
We definitely do.
Except for Mike.
We're going to be very busy this upcoming Saturday because this upcoming Saturday is the college football playoff. The semifinal games are listed on Bovada.
I have a wedding.
You'll be double busy. That's double busy for you. But there's also a ton of bowl action leading up to that. All the lines are up there. We have bowl games that we took last week that are live now. Kansas not doing the business for anyone. We'll see about Oregon and UNC, and then Matt, obviously, Ole Miss. By the time this posts, we'll know whether Lane was able to end the season with a W.
I mean, I think he will. You know, it's just we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Is Dart playing?
I don't know.
I thought that was a darts question. Yeah, there's no reason Dart shouldn't be playing, but if he's not, Altmaier's gonna be fine.
That's true.
Always beware of the transfer portal. Mike, start us off in college football.
Penn State got storm ducked today. Electric.
Yeah, from UNC.
Yeah. I'll start in the first game. I'm going to go to the Pinstripe Bowl. Minnesota, -11, -110.
Does this look like Karen from SpongeBob?
What's going on over there?
We got Karen from SpongeBob here, the computer, Plankton's computer, and his wife.
Why was that a thing?
I don't know. I got a lot of screens up here now. That's the 55-inch for the basement, and then the 50-inch is on the stand. So basement's gonna be rocking. I might get a kegerator for some Guinness, huh? Have some Guinness on tap all the time.
This new obsession with Guinness is just.
I'm all in. I'm all in on Guinness nowadays. I don't know why. It's good. I think it's ever since that Joe Montana commercial. Where
that's what did it?
You?
Like, what are you drinking, Gramps? And he's like, "Oh yeah, like I used to play a little ball in my day." And the guy's like, "What, tennis?" And he's like, "Yeah, tennis." What a weird commercial for Guinness. Like,
very odd.
What about like an area rug or two?
There'll probably be a throw rug down there.
So
you know,
let's just say hypothetically, if someone were to knock a tablet/iPad off of a high top table, would it land on something soft?
It's fixed. All right, we got it fixed.
People are quicker and they catch it.
And you know what? Karma came back, and now Matt's in the final. You know.
Yeah, that's why. Not because I had an awesome
cheering for him.
Because I salvaged my season last year to have an awesome team this year.
And he made great trades during the regular season this year.
Great.
I mean, let's be fair, the biggest trade was the preseason trade. He gave up a big pick, and it worked out for him. It
worked out great for him. He gave up a young asset who also got hurt.
I also gave up a second rounder.
Yeah.
A second for Patrick Mahomes now.
Well, that's for next year, but yes.
No. Well, salvaged next year for this year's quarterback, and then
sacrificed, not salvaged.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm confused.
All right, trash.
Those are two the opposites.
And then the Eckler for Javonte Williams trade was the biggest trade of all time. I mean, how did Williams do for you, Greg?
I mean, he killed it. I still made the playoffs, even though he got, his leg fell off in week 6.
And then you came across the spooky, scary skeletons, and we trashed you.
And
you drew less than a point or 1.5 points, if that. So I wouldn't say trashed is necessarily what it is. Speaking of trashed, it's Oklahoma is trash. That's why it's Florida State -10, -105 on Bovada. First pick on my card for the rest of the weeks of bowls. I'm going there. Mark, what do you have?
I'm going to the Alamo Bowl. I'm taking Texas. They're in Texas against Washington. They're -3, -110. I'm gonna say hook 'em horns here. There's a lot of pressure on your boy here, Mike. Quinn Ewers got to play well.
Yeah.
Because if not, Arch Manning is coming up. He's coming in the spring.
It is going to be a battle.
Arch Manning is going to be the starter.
I don't know if he'll start right away.
So I'm gonna
certainly looming.
I'm double dipping on Texas there, though.
But do I look smarter now that I said that Quinn Ewers wasn't good at the beginning of the year?
Because not until you pronounce
I think he had a pretty good year, just not the
Ewers.
It's
Heisman type year.
It's Quine Ewers.
I mean, that's not it. I'm on Texas -3 as well. Matt, where are you at?
Florida State -10 over Oklahoma. Go choke at the Doak. You know, they need revenge for that one, so I think they win this game. You know about the choke at the Doak?
No.
Oh, man. That was a big one.
Don't go into any details.
I don't understand even what he's talking about.
Just
I don't either.
Well, the Doak Campbell Stadium is where Florida State play. All right, so it was the Gators and Florida State. It was 1994. It's one of the most memorable in the heated rivalry of Florida and Florida State. So
the NCAA record for the biggest fourth quarter comeback too.
Was it?
Yeah, I guess you stopped reading the rest of your.
Okay. So I don't really know what happened, but it was a big. I think they tied. Is that they tied?
I'm looking. They did tie 31-31.
Yeah. Yeah, the game has gone down as the biggest chokes in college football. It was choke at the Doak. So the Seminoles came back. Oh, so I guess the Seminoles rallied back. Yes. So not a real revenge game for the choke at the Doak.
28-point fourth quarter lead squandered by the Gators.
It's a tough one.
Florida isn't involved in this game.
How does it end up in a tie?
I don't know.
1991, so I mean ties are probably prevalent. Who knows?
Everyone knows the year 1991, big for ties. You know,
big for ties.
People tied for national championships back then. So
the elections. Wait, people tied in the national championship
they didn't have a game.
No, but they had you don't remember they had two teams that went undefeated. One won the Sugar Bowl, one won the Cotton Bowl, and they both went 13-0. I think
1994,
it was LSU.
Michigan was co-national champions with somebody. I don't know.
Why wouldn't they
wasn't
play
LSU?
against each other?
They didn't do it back then.
Yeah, they didn't have a championship game.
So it's like soccer. Football used to be like soccer, but that's how we're growing. That's how we're growing.
I guess so. Mark, what's your next one?
Soccer's never had co-champions.
Really? It's all the time. They have co-regular season champions.
No, they don't.
Yeah. Really? Who won Italian Serie B last year? It was Flamenco and Bajorgan.
No, it wasn't. You just made that up.
Inter Miami. Enter Sandman, Miami.
You're just absolutely wrong. But I'm gonna go to South Carolina.
Nice win.
and maybe in March it looks like. But I'm going to South Carolina, Notre Dame right now in Jacksonville. I'm taking South Carolina, double dipping, plus the 2.5 at -115, and then money line plus 115.
Jacksonville, Mike's hometown.
Yeah, Mike's hometown.
Do you know
I'm on that double dip as well, but go back to Mike's hometown.
Do you know the state capital of Florida?
Oh, I am double dipping on the Irish.
Do you know the capital? It is Tallahassee. You know who plays in Tallahassee? Florida State.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Choke at the Doak.
It was also 2003. LSU and USC co-champions. Sorry.
Why did they wait so long to change that?
I don't know.
Because college football is
BCS
the worst.
Didn't start. Yeah, it didn't.
That was the bowl. That was when they had the bowl computer system.
No, it was. I don't even think. What were the years for the BCS?
Computers weren't invented until 2008.
I don't know when that's.
The BCS was 1998 to 2013. So this was mid BCS. But
double chicken Whopper.
Oh,
I don't know why you wouldn't just have those two teams play.
I totally got Whoppered today when I had to. I saw that commercial and I was like, I could go for Burger King. So I went and got Burger King for lunch.
Nice.
I Dude, I almost forgot the Alamo. I am taking Washington +3 over Texas.
I see what you did there.
Never forget. I saw a TikTok the other day where a guy's standing next to the Alamo, and he's like, "I feel like I'm forgetting something," and then he like turns around, and he's like, "Oh my god!" End of the year fun right here.
You got my double dip for Notre
I got
Dame
your
there,
double
Rick.
dip. I got your double dip on Notre Dame there.
35.
I'm double dipping on South Carolina, but I'm also in the Sun Bowl. UCLA capping off sort of that. This is that season where I think next year they're able to take even a bigger step under Chip Kelly. -6, -105. Pitt's a bunch of frauds anyway, so I'm going with that.
I'm on that UCLA pick as well.
Also on your UCLA pick.
Oof.
Can't wait to see.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that.
Can't wait to see which Pittsburgh Panther just gets drafted by the Steelers and they love him even though they stink.
You think James Conner stinks?
Kenny Pickett. We don't know if Kenny Pickett actually stinks just yet.
You think James Conner stinks?
Kinda, yeah.
He's pretty good. He's playing pretty good.
He's okay. He's okay.
Is he on my roster?
Please stop going. Matt, what's your next
I don't
one?
have him anymore. I traded him.
Pretty good.
What'd you trade him for? Like a fifth?
All right,
eighth?
I don't think I traded him. I think he was on my team last year.
So I'm gonna go with Notre Dame in the Gator Bowl. -2.5, -105. Everyone knows a lot of alligators live in East Lansing. Where is Notre Dame?
South Bend.
South Bend.
Yeah.
That was close.
East Lansing, South Bend.
What's East Lansing? Who's in East
Michigan
Lansing?
State.
Michigan
State. So not
Close. Pretty close.
No.
On a map, it's pretty close. How many miles? Ready? We'll take a guess here. How many miles do you think it takes from East Lansing to South Bend?
Well,
Under
because
360.
Michigan's like up, you got to probably
We're
go
doing-
sideways and up. So I'm gonna say
We're doing
I'm
Price
gonna
is
go
Right.
like
Is this a MapQuest show? What
Yeah, we're
is
doing
this?
Price is
I'm gonna
Right.
go
We're doing Price is Right.
634.
Nah,
634.
360.
Greg?
360.
275.
275. All right, good reference to.
I think I went too
Thank
high.
you.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
go. I'm gonna go 427. That's what I think.
Okay. Bang. Perfect.
Sure feels like someone already Googled this earlier.
I'm doing it right now.
I'm
Okay.
also Googling.
Well, while
Yeah,
Matt
I'm looking as
figures
well.
out what the mileage is between East Lansing and South Bend, I'm going the Clemson Tigers -5.5, -110 against Tennessee on Bovada in that matchup.
we're all way wrong. 160 miles
Wow.
It was my bit.
with a toll road. Well, you took forever.
It was my bit.
That is close.
It's not that close.
But it's much closer than Matt was kind of right.
It's
to
under
start,
2
that it was
miles.
close.
It's under 2 miles.
It's only
Under 2
2
miles. What are you
Under
talking
2
about?
hours. Under 2 hours.
It's 2.5 hours.
100.
But yes.
You're going 80 the whole way.
If it's a highway, yeah.
It's I-69 South and I-80.
I didn't know Indiana was
The speed
right
limit's
there.
75, 80's well within the reasonable limit.
You got to pass through Kalamazoo if you go 69 South the whole way.
I saw toll roads included, so I assumed it was interstates.
Probably. What are we doing here, Mike? Give me an
Over in the Clemson Tennessee game. Over
That's the
63.
true
Clemson.
Orange Bowl.
Yeah,
I'm
that
thinking
is a true Orange
Clemson.
Bowl.
Clemson -5.5. Tennessee. What? Go
The
ahead.
winner. I was gonna say the winner gets to keep the color orange. The other people have to
Yeah.
change their jersey colors next year.
If Clemson went to all blue, that would be sick.
It's
If Syracuse went to all blue,
Are they
it'd be kind of
purple?
sick.
Purple.
Whatever that other color is. I'm not good
Okay.
blues and purples.
Are they
I
purple?
can't like 2 all purple teams. That would be weird.
Are they purple? You
Oh,
sounded like you didn't have any teeth, Mike.
well, first time since like 1970 or 80 that both teams are orange in the Orange Bowl. Fun fact. I haven't
Really?
gave a fun fact in a while. There it is.
That's a great
That is
fun fact.
That is a fun
What a
fact.
fun
What-
fact.
What were the last two teams in 1980? I'd like to see what they
It
think.
might have been 83.
I would like. Okay,
to the
doesn't
exact year.
doesn't really
Let me
answer my
look.
question.
Let me look.
All right. Well, while you look that up, I'm going to take Wyoming +1.5 over Ohio in the Arizona Bowl, sponsored by a different company. But I will take Wyoming in that game.
Wyoming -1.5. for you, Matt. Mark, your next one.
Like, you just Googled 1983 Orange Bowl, right?
No, I'm going through
What
the
would
list
you
of
not
orange.
Google?
Because I forget they said it on ESPN earlier. I forget the exact year, but I think it was 83.
It's like Kansas versus Kentucky. Yeah, 2 orange teams.
I'm going to the Music City Bowl. I'm taking Kentucky. Speaking of, over Iowa, they're plus 2.5 and plus 110 on the money line. So minus 110 on the point line.
It was
and
not
plus 110 money
83.
line.
What year was it?
Nebraska LSU played 83. I don't know. I'm trying to find what year.
2 orange teams.
Yeah.
I can't believe
Nebraska,
Nashville.
known orange team.
LSU also known orange team.
I can't believe that Nashville got the Music City Bowl, and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is not even in Nashville.
I'm not even bothering.
Do you know where that is? Do you know where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is?
I do. It's in Cleveland. I'm on Kentucky plus 2.5 as well, Mark. Yeah. Was that a battle for Ohio?
Maybe it was 1951.
Nashville versus Cleveland, battle for Ohio.
Winner gets to keep the Hall of Fame. Where's the Grand Ole Opry? That's Nashville,
I
right?
think that's in Nashville.
So winner gets. So if Ohio wins, they get the Grand Ole Opry. If Nashville wins, they get the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where Jack Black tries to sneak into to steal the pick of destiny.
Yes, all of that. I'm on USC. USC is no, I'm way back here. USC -2, -110. I'm also on Mississippi State -1, -110 on Bovada. Mike, your next one.
I think it was Clemson versus Miami in 1951.
Neither team are orange.
I think they're both orange.
Both orange.
Again, when I think green, I think green. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both. I don't know.
When you think Florida State, what colors do you think?
Maroon.
When you think of Doak Campbell,
I think about the joke of the Doak.
But I'll have that Iowa-Kentucky game. I'm going to take the under 31 -110. That is an insanely low under, but you got no – Iowa is horrible on offense, and you got no Will Levis for Kentucky, so I'm going to take the under there.
Number 1 pick next year, Will Levis.
I will laugh at the organization that takes him.
Matt, anything else outside of the college football playoff games? We'll get to those last.
Yeah. Gonna go into the Sugar Bowl because this is the last time I'm gonna have sugar before the new year. I'm gonna stop having sugar next year for a while. I am going TCU. Kansas State plus 6.5 over Alabama.
I'm on Alabama in that matchup, just for the record.
What's
the sugar thing too? You know how much sugars and stuff?
Throw Alabama on my card. Yes, a lot.
Yeah, -6.5. It's on everything.
You know how much sugar is in a soda can? Like 60 grams of sugar.
Yeah.
That's like 4 scoops of sugar.
I wonder how much sugar's in a Mountain Dew. Mike, look that up. How much sugar's in a Mountain Dew?
While Mike does that, I'm on LSU -14.5, -110, and Utah -2.5, -110. Mark,
Why'd you say
next one.
Why'd you say it like the girl from Wild Wild West? Utah.
You just take Utah?
Yes, I took Utah.
Double dip on the Nits.
They played like 2 days ago.
You're disgusting, Greg.
Who did Memphis play?
I went +2 -110 and +115. The Penn State Nittany Lions are going to win.
They were bid.
Win the Rose Bowl.
Who won?
They
that
are
game?
not, but I
was out to
appreciate you
dinner.
thinking that.
Wrong.
Utah's so much better, Mike.
No,
they're just so much better.
No,
Sean
they're not.
Clifford?
They're in
You
the
trust Sean
Pac-12.
Clifford still?
They're in the Pac-12.
Penn State, the Big Ten is becoming the Pac-12.
They're getting 2 of the best teams out of there.
Rutgers?
I guess. Yeah, exactly. Mark, anything outside of the other two playoff games?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Yeah, give me the Utes. Both double dip on the Utes.
I'm double dip Penn State.
Let's go.
2 Utes. Give
We
me the 2
are.
Utes.
Yeah.
We are.
Terrible.
We are Penn State. It's 77 grams of sugar in a 20-ounce bottle of Mountain Dew.
It's a lot of grams.
A lot of sugar. All right, is everybody good outside of the 2 college football playoff games?
There's less grams in those crackers that are shaped like bears.
Then let's get to those. Let's get to those. The first one up is Michigan versus TCU. I mean, it's a big matchup. I mean, I think it's going to be the closer of the two games. But Mike, where are you at on this one?
Yeah, I think Michigan's going to win, but I think TCU keeps it within that plus 7.5. So I'll take them plus 7.5 minus 110. Good football number there.
I'm on Michigan minus the 7.5 at minus 110. Mark,
You know what? We've been riding them all year. Give me the Horned Frogs. Give me also just so you guys know. Fun fact: 4.2 grams of sugar in a teaspoon.
Of sugar?
That's insane.
A teaspoon of sugar is 4.2 grams. So 77 is a ton.
They were comparing it to a Red Bull. An 8.3 ounce can of Red Bull contains 27 grams of sugar. A 20 ounce bottle of Minute Maid lemonade contains 67 grams of sugar.
Wait, Red Bull is less sugar than a Mountain Dew?
But this is 12 ounces lower though. Like of a
But
Okay.
could you
So
imagine
pull it,
putting
Mike.
15
Just
sugars
pull it.
into a drink and then
You can do
drinking?
the math.
That's wild.
That's insanity.
wild.
Not
Are
that
you in
nice
Michigan
tea, though.
TCU?
Yeah, Michigan.
Yeah, I'm on,
minus 7.5.
Michigan minus 7.5, and then the nightcap is Ohio State, the 4th seed, taking on Georgia, the number 1 seed. Mike, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Georgia minus 7, even odds. I don't know.
Georgia.
I could really see CJ Stroud going down there and balling, but I hope Georgia puts it on them
Why?
Matt.
I want Georgia to lose.
because I hate Ohio State.
Matt, who are you on?
Georgia to lose plus 210, Ohio State.
Ooh, the money line. Mark.
I'm on Georgia minus 7, even money. I've been on the Buckeyes too much this year, and they've bitten me.
I'm taking Ohio State plus the 7 points, minus 120 on Bovada. Fellas, that was a lot of college football.
One
Let's
more.
quick. You have one
Peach
more?
Bowl.
Plus 300, Michigan to lift the trophy.
Okay.
No, that definitely doesn't say to lift the trophy.
And
In penalties.
final game, Michigan versus Ohio State plus 300.
Michigan, Ohio State plus 300. All right. Are we good on college football?
Yes.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's go to soccer very quickly. Soccer return Boxing Day, not the most fruitful for everybody. Mark, where are you starting in soccer?
I gotta pull the lines up. Sorry, I was grabbing my Nerf gun.
Horrible for the Palace.
It was terrible for the Pals. Great for the Gunners. Nice second half comeback.
True.
I'll just start with the Gunners. They're playing Brighton, so they're getting good odds at plus 110. But the kids are playing. Eddie, Bukayo, Martinelli, they're all playing. They're all scoring. Odegaard, he's getting man of the match.
What a
So-
name for that guy. Eddie Baccaro Martinelli. That's a sick name.
Oh man, what an idiot!
I have Brighton plus 240 in that game. They'll have Alexis Mack. I can't remember how to pronounce his last name.
Alex Mack, the actor?
No, it's
the actress?
no,
Turns into
no.
pool like a puddle?
No,
The
it's
center
like
from the Cleveland Browns.
The Strange Life.
Alistair.
Mack?
I don't know.
Strange
back.
life.
He's from Argentina. He just won the World Cup. He'll be back for this game. Take Brighton plus 240.
I was on Nottingham Forest against Manchester United. That was a mistake. I'm on Man U versus Wolverhampton minus 110 on Bovada.
I'm
Mark,
also
your
on that.
next one.
And I have
I
a
got
parlay.
you,
I have a buddies parlay. I've got the City and United
Buddies parlay.
buddies soccer parlay plus 113, just money lines.
So,
I also
are you-
have
Are you taking the Man City money line straight up, 850?
Sure, give me some points back in the game.
And what was the Buddies parlay?
Plus 113.
Plus 113.
You got the
Mark,
Derby
your
coming up
next one.
soon.
So I'm gonna take. I got a four-way parlay. I'm gonna take all teams straight and taking the parlay. I got Liverpool against Leicester minus 345. I'm gonna throw Matt's boys Man City in there at minus 850. Tottenham against Aston Villa minus 150. And then I got Chelsea against your boys, Greg. Sorry to do it to you, but Forest doesn't look good. Chelsea at minus 145. Those 4 picks come back at 306.
Well, they're getting
Chelsea
what's his name
v.
back?
Nottingham Forest is minus 140. So it's Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, Chelsea, and it's plus
306.
plus 306 for you. I'm actually on Chelsea versus Forest in that matchup as well, minus 140.
I got it
You're
at
right.
145.
Minus 145. You're right. They have not looked good. However, I will come back to Nottingham Forest as they take on Southampton on the 4th. And I'm taking Nottingham Forest plus 265 in that matchup. So, and then my last Premier League pick is West Ham taking on Brentford plus 105 at Bovada. Matt, anything else in the Premier League?
Yep. Last one. I got Solly March, anytime goal plus 800. He plays for Brighton. He's a left wing back for the Premier League club. So
You said plus 800?
yes.
He scored this last. He scored last week. It was an absolute beauty.
Yeah. So he's got a good foot on him. So
All right. Mike, anything else inside?
Yeah, my last pick. I'll take the under in the City Everton game, under 3.5, minus 118.
Everton under 3.5 minus 118. Mark, are you good?
Yeah, I got one more thing for you. I'm going to take Erling Haaland to score first, plus 160. And then I'm going to Lewandowski's not available. So that's it. I'm just going to take Haaland to score first.
One more pick for me.
Oh,
Okay.
my goodness.
I'm taking Jan plus 1,500 to score for Brighton Hove Albion in that game. Anytime goal plus 1,500. Jan.
What's the name?
His name's Jan Paul Van Heck. Jan Van.
Jan Paul Van Heck, and it's anytime goal
plus
What was
1,500.
plus 1,500.
Yeah, so Jan to score plus 1,500.
Jan to score plus 1,500.
Jan.
All right. Jan.
Whether or
Jan.
not he scores, it's going to be fun.
Clever.
So whenever you're ready, Greg, next sport.
Next sport.
Let's go to college basketball. I don't know what to do at this point with whatever Matt's doing.
We are Fort State.
I don't think that's accurate.
I think it is.
Kansas somehow. I don't know what the line was when we did this, but they're down 8
Plus 3.
now. Okay, so it's still there's only a minute
Plus 3
left.
with. All right. Well, it's not dead yet, is it?
Well, thank God the nerd called it over.
Yeah. Nerd. Relax.
But you see what that is, Mike?
speaking
That's a
of
reverse jinx.
I
It
don't
was
think
reverse jinx.
Absolutely
Mike
not.
reverse drinks all the time.
Yeah, he does reverse
Reverse
drink
drink?
all the
Yeah,
time.
reverse drink all the time.
Speaking of
He
nerds, speaking of nerds, I'm taking Brown plus 14.5 versus Northwestern.
Wow.
Right, Adam.
Shots fired at Brown.
Yeah,
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah,
It's the battle of the nerds. Northwestern.
I'm going to
versus
take
Brown.
Northwestern. Give me Northwestern in that one. Jesus. The Wildcats aren't nerds, but they're gonna shoot the hoops against Brown's nerds. Unbelievable.
see.
That was so rude, man.
Harvard was able to cover against Kansas last week, so
No.
who knows?
Bad
Mike,
pick
where you
for
at
me.
this week in college basketball?
Yeah, I'll take Sam Houston State plus 1.5, minus 110.
What's your major?
Matt,
all in all,
college-
your Vickers and you find is very elementary. I'm gonna take Oral Roberts at Nebraska Omaha under 154 minus 110. And then I'm taking Wisconsin Milwaukee at Oakland under 153.5 minus 110. Parlayed that plus 264. Let's have a week. Unders are back in the new year.
So it was under the last one, under
153.5.
153.5. 153.5.
Whoa.
I
And what
thought
did the
Mikey was
parlay
doing the
pay?
Wednesday dance.
Oh, no. That was my under dance.
Yeah, did you guys watch Matilda? Matilda was
Hold on, what
sick.
was the unders parlay? What did it pay?
Plus 264.
0 units because it's gonna lose. Boom.
Mark, what do you have in college basketball?
I'm gonna go with some home cooking here. Go with the Drexel Dragons.
Minus order out.
They're delicious. Minus 11.5 against Elon.
Wait,
Elon
what was
Musk?
delicious there?
I'm so confused. What is going on?
Dragons are delicious. Mushu dragon?
That's
Dragon
not.
roll?
You're thinking of mushu pork.
I have no idea.
I have
Well, you
no
don't eat
idea
sushi,
what's going
Greg.
on.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know dishes.
Dragon roll?
Knishes
That's all
and
I can
dishes?
really think of. Game of the Dragons?
I'm on Providence +1 -110. It's definitely not Game of Dragons. That's 100% not correct.
It is now. That's what it is now.
It's Dragon Hole.
I'm like I said, Providence -1, or sorry, Providence +1 -110 on Bovada. Mike, your next one.
Nebraska +3 -110 at home against
Iowa.
Iowa. Yeah.
Iowa.
I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, you just knew it was coming.
Mark, anything else in college basketball?
Yeah, one more for me. This is my last one. I'm going to Grand Canyon. -5.5, -110 against Cal Baptist.
All right. Mike, you're good?
Yeah, that's it for me.
Matt, just the unders parlay?
You got it, sir.
Then the last one I have is Northern Kentucky -2, -110 taking on Wright State. Let's jump over to the NHL. There is a ton of hockey action. Shout out Mark Stone, just dominating the shots on goal.
Thank you, Mark Stone.
Mike on his Trevor Zegras jersey that we commented on earlier. But Mike, where are you starting in the NHL?
Yeah, he plays tonight. Get your bets in. I'm gonna start with the Canucks and Jets over 6.5 -110. Canucks love scoring and they love giving up goals, so I feel like their overs are hitting at a high clip. So,
All right, listen, if they're hitting, they're hitting. Matt.
I have nothing in hockey this week.
Wow. Okay. Mark.
I'm going to do my usual, the Florida puck line parlay. I'm taking both
That
of them.
Kansas game's tied.
Bang! How dumb do you look?
I do look dumb. I have to fix all of that now. Very annoyed.
Egg
not
on
What
your
an-
face.
Well, don't fix it yet. It's not decided
I'm gonna
yet.
have to
true.
change the channel.
But
That's a good point. Regardless. So go
But
ahead,
I'm
Mark,
taking
puck line
the
parlay.
Florida, the Florida puck line parlay. The Panthers are -1.5, -125 against the Canadiens, and the Lightning are -1.5, +150 against the Rangers. Put those together, you get +350.
How in the world is this game tied?
Plus
I think it's because it's
350.
Oh,
I'm on the Lightning, but just the money line in that matchup, -145. I'm also on the Red Wings, +135 against the Buffalo Sabres on Bovada. Mike, anything else in the NHL?
Did you see?
Yeah. I'll take the Avalanche -1.5 +165. They were just up 25 like 5 minutes ago.
Did you see Lance Nix is coming back for another year at Oregon? He's got another year of
I
eligibility.
think you mean Bo Nix.
Whatever. He's coming back for another year of eligibility.
I know. It feels like he's been in college football for forever. I'm on it, Mike. In that game, I'm +135 on the Los Angeles Kings. Matt, more on Lance Nix.
He was a great baseball player. Played for
There's
the
gonna be
Phillies
some
at
guys-
one point.
Oh,
Did
there's
he?
gonna be
Yeah, he did.
Come on, guy. He spelled his name weird. Remember, it was Laynce.
I did not. I don't remember that part.
He was
at all.
Laynce.
I was hoping he'd be a star like the Dallas Stars, so I'm taking it even money.
Nice.
Bad pun.
Good one.
What's up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm.
Mark, anything else in hockey, or you just the puck line parlay?
I'm going to another puck line parlay, the World Junior Championship puck line parlay.
Let's go. The World
Yeah,
Juniors.
let's go. World Juniors. I am taking. What am I taking? I am taking Finland -3.5 at +130 against Latvia. Yep. Sweden -1.5 +130 against Czech Republic. The Swedes, they're wild about their hockey over there. And USA -2.5 -130 against Switzerland. All three of them on my card. Put them together at +836. These kids, they are future stars, like you said, Greg. They're future stars. They'll show it.
Dallas Stars?
Potentially. We'll see where they get drafted.
You said +836.
Yeah. This is how I get back into it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Wait, so who sponsored the Goodwill games? Was it Goodwill?
Yes.
I would assume it's Goodwill.
Yeah, I know.
What was the other company though that what's the name was selling out for? Come on, guys. Nobody knows Mighty Ducks 2?
I do, but it's oh my gosh. As soon as somebody says it, I'm gonna know it.
It's not Hammerman.
No, but it starts with an
from
H.
Carpool. Hendrix.
Hendrix.
Oh, it's Hendrix.
Hendrix Hockey. Oh. We are Dog State. That's a
Dog
puppy.
State?
It's a college football puppy bowl game.
I guess so.
Ooh.
I guess so.
I can't wait for the puppy bowl lines on Bovada.
Yes, very much so, Mike. That's going to be a heck of a time for that. So it's always good to get the Puppy Bowl out there, and then it's nice that they have some action.
It's a big time.
Oh, big time. All right, are we good in hockey?
We're good in hockey.
Yep.
All right, my last pick, Flyers, plus 140. It is what it is. They stink, but I'll ride them for just a second.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm going to go real quick to the world of darts. We are closing in on the end of the round of 32.
Starts.
Couple matches left in that round. I only have a couple picks. Ross Smith versus Dirk Van Dijvenbode.
Did you just miss your screen with that Nerf shot?
No, I did it so it would go above the camera.
Oh.
You think I would try and hit my screen?
Oh, what's going on?
I think you just missed.
No, I did it earlier too. I'm trying to go like right here. Come on, man.
Do it again. Go ahead, Greg. Go with your douchkin spurts.
my last one is Johnny Clayton taking on Josh Rock, plus 110 for Johnny Clayton. Always on the wrong side of this, but I think we have the option here.
This is a good one. This could be a new champion of the PDC Darts Nationals.
It is. Peter Wright went out in the round of 32. Only the 5th time ever the champion's gone out before the round of 16. Matt, anything in darts?
Only
Yeah.
5th time ever.
I got
wow.
David Chisnall, minus 260 over Stephen Bunting. Chisnall's been he's been throwing a good dart lately. You know, he's doing a good job and doing it well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doing it well.
Who's got something playing in the background? I can hear it. I guess it was Mark, since he just muted himself.
It's not something playing. It is something crying.
Okay.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, then let's jump to the NBA very quickly. We'll get in there. I know Bovada doesn't have a ton of lines usually up, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Mike, anything in the NBA?
Yeah, I just have the Clippers +6 minus 110. They've been playing some good basketball, and they had an insane comeback against the Pistons last week. So
I'm on the Celtics in that matchup.
Celtics. They're slipping a little bit.
They have cooled off for sure, but I still like them. And but the Clippers are on a long road trip. Plus, it's been over the holidays. I just kind of like the Celtics there for sure.
Give me the Celtics as well. Yeah. What is going on there, Matt? What is going on?
I think he's ready for Ole Miss. So I don't know.
Ole Miss?
I don't know why they still have this freaking game on. But I'm thinking
it says turn on ESPN News. They're not going to
turn this game off. This happens almost daily on ESPN when there's live sports.
Time.
I don't have ESPN News.
Yeah, I mean you do.
You 100% do.
All right, I'm taking over 246 points plus 190 in the Kings game. Whoever the Kings play.
They play tonight.
They play tonight.
Okay. What's your point?
You can't pick it.
All right, give me Clippers +6 combined with Rockets +11.5 plus 264.
So, do you want them straight or just alone?
Give them straight too. I'll get the points.
Actually, I like the Rockets +11.5 as well.
Mavs are coming off an emotional overtime game.
I don't think the Mavs have a great record either.
That stat line was the Mavs are horrible on the road but amazing at home. But that stat line from Luka was insane.
60, 20, and 10.
What channel is ESPN News?
I don't know, but can you tell me what your parlay paid?
Plus 264.
All right, plus 264.
Okay. ESPN News is 2 channels above ESPN
Oh, good.
Every time I look up, they're just showing Jefferson from Arkansas looking at the field goal or looking at just over towards where a field goal will be. Did they miss a field goal or something?
No, they just ran the ball down to like the 10, and then
Ran out of time.
It's about to go out.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't have ESPN News.
Ole Miss pick 6 in the end zone.
Let's go.
Boys are buzzing.
Pick 6 in the end zone?
Wait, no, not pick
Does that
6. They
work?
just picked it off. They just picked it off and then
Okay.
in their own end zone.
I don't have
Touchback,
ESPN News.
I mean, you do.
You definitely
have
do.
to.
Yeah.
What channel?
It's 8:52 if you have Xfinity.
I do have Xfinity.
Okay, 8:52.
It just keeps
I'm glad we're doing ESPN News.
This is real good stuff for MattCronePicks.com here, guys.
It just keeps going to my big fat Greek wedding. I don't know what's happening. I think my iPad's broken.
Very
DVR.
Well
what is bunt cake?
Let's go to the penultimate week in the NFL.
Let's go.
Week 17 is here. 2 games left in the regular season. Playoff lives will be determined this week for sure. No UFC this week.
Went over this last week.
Yes, they're off.
There'll be none next week either.
Still a few more weeks away before the UFC returns. But let's start with the Thursday night game. It feels like the Titans are just punting the season at this point. Tannehill's out. Henry sounds like he might be out.
Greg, you know the Titans literally play the Jaguars next week, and winner goes to the playoffs, right?
I do know that. Yes.
Then
How could they be punting the season?
Because
why am I an
ankle
idiot?
surgery.
No,
I don't know what you mean.
I mean to call Greg an idiot. Like they have like a huge game next week. Like,
yeah, they're just resting. They're resting everybody up for next week.
Well, all right, fine.
Punting the season.
Punting this game on Thursday night because they have the big game next week.
Yes.
The Titans are plus 11 on Bovada.
Mike, are you an idiot?
Mike,
sorry guys.
Are you on this game?
No, I have nothing in this game.
Matt.
My bad for that, guys.
Nothing in this week.
Mark.
Nothing on this week. I'm taking the Cowboys to minus 12. They're going to put up some points. I don't know if Tennessee's going to put up some points. It's a short week, but Cowboys they can put up some points, and Tennessee stinks right now. So
I'm on that Cowboys pick as well.
Punting the season away. So
shut up. I'm on the Cowboys in that matchup as well. Matt, where are you starting in the NFL?
Where I'm starting is a 4:05 game that we all like to watch, that we all like to see. I am taking over 24.5 points for the San Francisco 49ers, baby. Brock Purdy getting it done. George Kittle getting it done. Elijah Mitchell getting it done. This team's going to get it done this weekend and put up over 24.5 points. That offense is buzzing.
I'm on the 49ers minus 10, minus 110 in that matchup. Mike, where are you at?
Yeah, I'm going to take – who we got? Oh, we'll take the Seahawks. We'll double dip on the Seahawks. Plus 105 and plus 2, minus 110. Big weeks incoming from DK Metcalf and Kenneth Walker.
Big weeks for Kenneth Walker and DK Metcalf. Put me on that too. Plus 2 for the Seahawks.
You want the full double dip or just
double
the plus
dip.
2, Matt?
Double dip.
Just double dip. All right. So you'll take the Seahawks plus 105 and then the Seahawks plus 2 minus 110. Mark, where you at in the NFL?
I'm going to take the Commanders minus 2, minus 110 against the Browns. Going back to our boy Carson as the starter to try and make the playoffs. I think they lose, they're done. So we'll see. I think they got a lot to play for. And they do have a good defense. So,
speaking of teams that have a lot to play for, I'm on the Panthers plus 3 minus 115. The Bucks, I mean, they stink. I know they beat the Cardinals and ended up coming back, but they are so bad. And the Panthers just like the season's on the line for them. Obviously, chance to win the division. I like the Panthers to cover the 3 in that game. Mike, your next one.
I'm going to take the Bucks in that game, minus 3, minus 105. They got to put some sort of good game together. And I think they'll sneak in, just like Rodgers is going to sneak in. I think the Bucks sneak in as well.
All right, Matt.
Total points for the Cleveland Browns over 19.5, -120. Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper. This team is gonna bring it. They're just
dog
pound. It's Mike just knows what he's doing. His team's gonna go off this week. I like the Browns to go over 19.5 points, -120.
I like
-120.
I'm
on the Falcons. I'm on the Falcons. +3.5, -115, or -3.5, -105 on Bovada against that Cardinals team. If it's Trace McSorley again, I
have the under.
McSorley.
Stop. I have the under 42 -110 that game. Desmond Ridder versus Trace McSorley or Colt McCoy. I think he got cleared from concussion protocol, but either way, I'm taking the under there.
I mean, DeAndre Hopkins could have a big week.
Oh, yeah, true. Colt McCoy.
On my bench. Wait, is Colt McCoy playing?
I think he did clear concussion protocol.
Hey, I need to start DeAndre Hopkins.
That could be a big decision. Mark, your next one.
My next one's going to be the New York Football Giants, -6 against the Indianapolis Colts. I don't even know if they're starting Foles again, but if they are, whatever. Giants, again, fighting for their playoff lives. And I kind of want all 4 NFC East teams to make the playoffs and be the first division to have that. So I think that would be cool. That's all.
I'm on the Colts in that game, +6, -110. I know what we saw the other day was horrendous from them. The Giants are not a good football team. Also, that Seahawks game on the Jets, -2, -110. Mike White is back.
Yeah.
The Jets are good again.
Put the Giants on my board, though. I'm on the Giants there as well. And my next one after that, I'm going to take the Bears +6, -110 against the Lions. The Lions defense got absolutely shredded by the Panthers' run defense this last week. So
run offense.
Offense, yeah, sorry. But I'll take the Bears. I think Fields can run all over them as well. So
definitely an option. Matt, your next one.
I can't believe Arkansas is going to
I'm doing race to 30 points. Vikings +400. Race to 35 points. Vikings +750. And race to 40 +1100. Mike did post a video of his gritty. Someone in the comments asked, "How old are you, dude?" And then he deleted it.
I forget when that was.
Mike got bullied off the internet.
I forget when that was, but I had a few alcoholic beverages, and I posted my gritty on TikTok because we were talking about it. And,
bullied off the internet.
It got a good amount of views in the night, and then somebody asked me how old I was. I deleted it.
Bullied off the internet.
Nice.
So it was raised to 35. Vikings +840 is +1100.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. I'm on the Jaguars -4.5, -110. The Texans stink, and the Jaguars are just going to keep rolling. And to stay in pole position, might as well get that win there. Mark, your next one.
I'm going to take the Birds -6. I know we don't know who's necessarily playing quarterback quite yet. There are some injuries got to work through, but I think this is a game that they need to win for multiple reasons. Get the bye, get the Saints out of the playoffs, get that draft pick higher, and let's get everybody some rest.
I'm on the Eagles in that game as well. The -6, -110 at Bovada.
Same here.
Yeah.
I think even Minshew still put up tons of points last week. He still looked pretty solid for the most part.
Should have won the game.
They should have won the game.
You stop 3rd and 30, or you get on top of that fumble in the same drive, and you win that game. You just it's a lot. It's a lot to overcome, and you still only lost by a touchdown.
That's very true. Matt, your next one.
Ooh. Oh, that's a false start. That is terrible. Throw the flag there. I'm gonna take.
How are they on defense again?
We got down.
Lane drew up all the good ones.
Oh, okay. Is he calling timeouts again?
That was such a false start. That was ridiculous. Whatever.
Why your hands up, Mark?
Touchdown, Tar Heels.
All right, Matt, give me your next one.
I have accessories in the Sunday night game. That's my last pick.
Okay, so we'll wait on that. Accessories.
What accessories do you have? What's his name? Might not even be playing.
Earrings.
I'm on the Chargers minus 6.5, minus 110 against the Rams. I know the Rams put up 1,000 on the Broncos, but the Broncos stink, and the Chargers are kind of rolling.
Well, Eckler might not play, so
there's a
that's
chance.
true.
There's a chance.
Speaking of the Vikings, I'm on the Vikings plus 3.5, minus 120 in that matchup with the Packers because I think that's a field goal game there. The Packers could win late in that. Mark, anything else that isn't Sunday night?
nope.
Mike, anything else that isn't Sunday night?
I was on that Chargers pick that you said, and I'm going to take the Bills on Monday Night Football, -1, -110 against the Bengals.
You know, I'm also on the Bills in that matchup, -1, -110. I think it's a shootout, though. I think the Bengals are going to score a ton of points.
It's gonna be a cold one.
Probably a couple TDs for Mixon. Definitely not Samaje Perine. Not a career night for T. Higgins either. It's going to be the Jamar Chase show.
Under 49.5, -110. Not a lot's going to be happening in that game.
Boyd is going to go off.
Boyd's going to have a day. You're going to see a lot of Carson Palmer.
I think it's a big tight end game. A big tight end game.
This is disgusting.
You're going to see a lot of Hayden Hurst, who's not on my
A
roster.
lot of
I think
knocks.
he's in for the season.
Not a lot of knocks.
Tons
Knocks.
of Dawson knocks.
This guy should be put in prison for the reverse jinx he's doing.
You should be put in prison for that facial hair. Mark, you're in prison with him with your facial hair. Get it? Because he's got a goatee.
I don't have a goatee right now.
I know. That's why you're halfway. You have half of what Mike has.
7-0 Texas Tech. That's a rough one.
I hate you.
Accessories. Get a necklace.
Let's go to that necklace. Let's go to that Sunday night game.
Earrings. You need earrings too.
No, do you want me to get Super Delco?
Tip your trash guy.
It is.
We pick up our own trash over here. We don't have no robot doing it for us.
Greg's got robots up and down the street. Like
robot, it's a lever.
This guy's got 9-foot trees. This guy's got robot trash. Me and Mike just living in the trash ourselves.
These guys got the money, it seems.
I just saw a rat running into Mike's room, but
hey, that's his roommate.
That's the poker chip. It found the poker chip under the
we
under
don't
the
talk
floorboard.
about Bruno. No.
All right, let's go to Sunday Night Football. Matt and Mike, distant first place, really extending the lead in the challenge. But it is the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers, the potential return of Lamar Jackson. The Steelers fighting for their playoff lives. Bovada has the Ravens as -2.5 point favorites. Mark, I'll start with you.
I'll bank on Lamar coming back. I'm taking the Ravens -2.5. I'll throw that on my card as well.
I'm also on the Ravens -2.5, and it is on the card. Mike, because I know Matt has accessories, I'll go to you.
I'm on the Ravens -2.5 as well, -110. I think they win even with Huntley, so I don't think it will matter.
Do you want it on the card?
Yes, I do want it on the card.
All right, then Matt, start with your accessories, and then you can close it with the spread.
My accessories. So I have Baltimore total field goals over 1.5 total field goals at -130. I think they're going to do a good job kicking. Justin Tucker is just a great kicker, really good at his job.
Greatest of all time.
It was over 1.5 -130?
Yes. And then we're going to do total field goals over 3.5 plus 120. We're going to do how many successful 3-point field goals. We're going to go over 6 or more at +600. We're going to go over 5 at +500, over 4 at +330. You're going to see a lot of points from Justin Tucker this week.
Hold on. Because I have to make sure I have all this written down correctly.
This guy's really going against my kicker. There's a lot more important things to go against there.
Timeout. No, there isn't. Maybe go against this defense.
Brett Maher.
So total field goals over. So successful 3-point field goals. Oh, you have over 6, over 5, and over 4.
Yes.
Okay. And what were the odds on all of those?
6 was 600. 5 was 500. 4 was 330.
Okay. So and it's 330, and that's both kickers in that sense.
Yeah, both. Yeah,
okay.
But Justin Tucker's going to kick a lot. I'm also going to take one of these squares games. I'm taking Pitt 1, Baltimore 1 plus 10,000. So if it hits, on a square in any quarter. Like a square, like a block pool, 1-1.
Where?
And it's plus 1,000?
Plus
Where was
10,000.
this?
Plus 10,000.
Yeah, so if it hits 4 times,
Take a picture of that.
I'm in the driver's seat.
I'm gonna scan through here.
Just you thought I wasn't gonna find a way, and I am gonna. This is how I find my way. It's gonna be 20.
Square games fixed odds. So what's that even mean?
It's like a block pool. That's what I understood.
So if a quarter ends, the winning selection will be the two end digits of each team's final point totals. For example, if the score at the end of the game is away team 21,
okay, so it's the end of the game
then the winning selection will be away team 1, home team 4.
So not quarters, just the final score.
Right, it is the final score.
1-1. Okay. It'll be 21-21, and they'll go into the overtime. But I do have a couple more accessories.
Oh my God.
Ravens race to 25 plus 300. Ravens race to 30 plus 475. 35 plus 850.
I'm not playing Lamar. I don't know.
40 plus 1400. Tucker could get points.
So hold on.
Not playing Lamar if he's gonna have an injured knee. One hit, and you could be out again.
If all those hit, that's 4 points for your boy Justin Tucker right there.
So okay, Ravens race to 25 is plus 300. Race to 30 is what?
Plus 475.
And race to 35.
It just sounds like somebody that doesn't have confidence in his team.
I just have confidence in your team, Mike.
Race to 40.
1,400 and touchdown.
Race to 45.
Touchdown Zach Evans. So,
okay. Did you give your pick on the game?
Yeah, well, I said Ravens because I think Lamar will play. So Mike
on the card?
No,
no, I'm going Pittsburgh money line on the card.
Okay.
Hedging my
What's
bet.
the Pittsburgh money line?
125.
Steelers plus 125.
Sounds like a man that's not confident in his team needs to go to all the lengths to try to win. And you're going to lose anyways. It's sad.
I'm confident in my team, but I'm more confident in your team, Mike. You have a good team. You have a good team. You're going to get your name on that belt. You're going to get your name on that belt for finally. That's going to be sick, dude. When your name's on that belt, that's going to be so sick. I am. What is that? You singing that song?
Last time you'll see the belt here on my screen.
I mean, that's almost definitely not true. I'm sure there's no chance somebody comes to get it.
Neither of us are going to pick that up. Probably.
I won't display it, though. It's not going to be mine anymore.
That's true.
Also, Happy New Year. 2023 is why I wore this jersey.
Oh, true.
Yes.
Happy New Year to all the listeners and viewers. MattChromePicks.com. Boop, subscribe on the YouTube. Congrats to one of these two guys.
It was a big year for everybody. For the show, for all of it. We started the YouTube stuff. Like Mark said, MikeChromePicks.com. Twitter at
MikeChromePicks.com.
MattChromePicks.com. My apologies. I'm losing it.
Don't go to MikeChromePicks.com. There's weird stuff over there.
I can only imagine.
Me grittying on loop.
But very, very fun.
How old is that guy?
OSHA approved hard hats. But yeah, fellas, fun year. Let's see what 2023 brings. Hopefully a couple more winners. With that said, let's go win some bets.